We are here at Toys R Us. Welcome to Cowabunga Ranger Talk. And wanted to do this intro, kind of showing some of the stuff that they have right now, because they got pretty good amount of stuff. They got the latest wave of the turtles. They got these Aikido things. The re-releases of the 2003 Turtles. Got Rat King, Ray Fillet, Mutagen Man. They got a lot of stuff here, actually. Right there, they have the Transformers, the party walloper thing. Right there, and this is what I wanted to show. Right here, they have these loyal subjects. They got a lot of turtles, really. The dead turtles, but they have them. What is it? The Shredder in Hell version. As you can see there. These are the mix and match stuff that they have. Right there, they have the van. Let's see. Also, here, I did want to show this. They're doing a DX version of Optimus Prime in a VHS style box right there. This is some role play if you want to be the Turtles. Let's see what else they got here. Oh, they have the Party Wagon, the re-release. So if you're missing it, they got it at Toys R Us inside Macy's. And
I have with me
let's start the show.
DTV83 as always. Say hi, buddy.
Yeah. Hey, buddy.
There you go. We're gonna be rocking and rolling today. We got our main subject today is Loyal Subjects 5-pack. Loyal Subjects is properly priced. I'll say that. So
Yeah.
we're gonna be reviewing 5 of them today, and we're gonna run some news. But anything you want to cover, any pickups, anything, any music you're listening to before we jump into it?
I do have one pickup. Unfortunately, I cannot unbox it on air yet because that's part of my channel. I gotta unbox this on my channel, but it's kind of neat to have one of these boxes. You don't see this very often unless you like a promo or something.
Yeah.
So this is the original Sketch Ninja Turtles Amazon exclusive. Comes with a comic book inside. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, one comic book. So it comes with all 4 turtles and then a comic book. So
Okay.
yeah, I just got this like 3 days ago, I think 3-4 days ago. But again, DTV83 is a very busy person and haven't had time to record for anything. So
You're
that's
telling
life,
me.
right?
You're telling me. I'm somewhere in the future because I'm the ruler of time and space. I'm
Right.
somewhere in 2026 right now. I already passed 2025. Like that
Hey,
away.
you know what? As soon as I get some extra time on my hands, maybe I can get a little more subscribers on my hands.
There you go. You know. Oh, since we're talking a little this or that before we jump into the reviews, I was listening to the Linkin Park, the new song they have on the radio, the one with the
Oh
"Let you
yeah,
cut me open just to watch it." Yeah,
with Miss Armstrong.
the
Yeah.
the emptiness machine. That's a good song, bro. But I saw the live perform. I don't know if you saw the live performance of that because it's a guy and a
Yes, I
girl
did.
now, right? Yeah, there
Uh-huh.
was one. Right? The guy's doing "Let you cut me open, just the emptiness machine," and he's singing it with a guitar, right? And then the girl grabs the mic
Yeah.
and "Let you cut me open." And the funny part is because that's kind of how rock and roll is supposed to. You're supposed to. I get what it is. You're supposed to rock,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Here's the cute part, and I was laughing my ass off as a musician because she started "Let you cut me open," and the guy turns around and he like looks at her like, "Bitch, what are you doing?" Sorry to
Yeah.
curse,
Well,
but he gave her
no,
this
no,
look,
no.
bro. I was like, on stage,
As a
dude.
musician yourself, you record a song a certain way, you want to perform it that way, and yeah,
Yeah,
when you perform, you want to bring it out your own self too at the same point. But there's a limit. There's a limit. Like
yeah,
as a guitar player, as a metal guitar player, there's a point in time where you take center stage. You go
yeah,
in front of the singer. But there's also that time where the singer needs to know how to back off and not be so look at me, I'm better than this person with that.
Yeah.
No, screw that shit. Screw that shit. You're just gonna ruin
Yeah.
your performance. It's like I listened to her do the other Linkin Park songs, like, and I'm listening to her going, yeah, she does it. She does it well, but it's not. You don't have the same feeling. It's not the same.
Yeah.
You know. And I can see people's like response of why are you trying to
Yeah.
rewrite Linkin Park? It's like you're not. They're not trying to redo Linkin Park. It's just
I just like that
they
look
kind of
that he gave her. Like,
oh yeah,
I think they're at the Grammys or the Emmys or something, and he's like,
yeah,
"What?"
right. It's like what the hell was that?
Yeah. Because I guess maybe it was like the mic was like perfectly pitched, and so he really got all of it in his face. Like, you know where they do that a lot? Your boy, the Dave Grohl guy, the
Yeah,
Foo Fighters does
Foo
that in
Fighters,
all yeah. Like the first chorus he'll sing it normally, and then the second chorus he'll what if I said I would never surrender? Who are you? Like what happened between the first time you sang it and the second time you sang it? What if I said? It's just funny, bro.
he's bringing back the grunge era, just a little bit in his heart. His heart say grunge. No,
Yeah,
but
he's jammed up in a lot of things these days, boy. he's been Foo fighting all right, big time.
yeah.
Let's see another little thing. So this has nothing to do with our show or anything or even music, but I've been watching the Frasier reboot. They've been putting it on YouTube, so I was like, all right, I guess I'll watch it for free because it was
There
on the
you go.
Paramount Plus channel. So. It's
Yeah,
not a terrible show. The first episode is god awful. Like you have to like push through the first episode, but once you
I
make it past
bet.
the first, once you make it past the first episode, it's all right.
Well, you
It's
got to remember
Frasier being Frasier, yeah. So,
the first episode is a hit or miss, and usually the hit miss like that one would have been could
yeah,
have killed the show immediately. Could have just went, nope, no more show. But yeah,
yeah,
that's
you're right.
oh, yeah.
I think that's also the advantage of like group tapings, because since we're in the streaming age, it's not like before, like, oh, we're doing Frasier episode 1 with Niles or whatever, and then next week we'll do episode 2, and the week after, no. Now with streaming, since everything comes out, you're probably recording 2 episodes or 3 episodes, within like a day and a half or like a very short block of time, kind of like
Yeah,
they do with talk shows. Because talk shows, they'll like Steve Harvey, Steve Harvey talk show, he'll knock out like 3 or 4. Jerry Springer was infamous
the
for this.
same thing, yeah.
You remember Jerry Springer would knock out like 10 episodes in a week. He'd be ready for syndication within the month. Like he'd cover
Yeah,
his whole year. You think Power Rangers
true.
records fast? Jerry Springer was a beast for recording.
Well,
J-
speaking of Power Rangers, I actually watched the very, very, very first season of Power Rangers again, and I'm on
yeah,
season 2. But Jeebus, talk about a mind spin of how they went from Jew Rangers to Zoo Rangers version 2 footage.
yeah,
And it's like watching that is like I know that wasn't in the show when I watched it in the Japanese show because that's like the extra stuff they didn't show in the Japanese show. So they're
yeah,
showing after the first it's like the first 40 episodes, they added stuff from the other clips. And I also watched one other thing. I don't remember the channel name. I'll have to look it up. But it's basically this guy that's from Saban going over to Japan to watch a taping of the Japanese Power Ranger show. And Die Ranger. It was Die Ranger. So it was right before we got the White Ranger. It was Die Ranger. And he
yeah,
shows the little kid with the Saba sword and how the Saba sword works and all this and how the Zords work. And he shows like the actual like moon palace and everything. I'm just like, wow, it's like an hour and 30 minutes long too. And he shows the different helmets, how this helmet's the one they wear when they're not fighting. This is the one they wear when the action people are actually fighting them. And it's like, okay.
yeah,
And you don't see it on the screen. You don't see the difference. But when he put it up close, like the one that when they just like coin the helmets or, just stand there, they're total visors. But the ones with the action people, the ones that do the stunts, the visor is actually like a piece of plastic with holes in it. So you can actually see through it. It's kind
yeah.
of neat. Yeah.
I've seen some of that stuff like You know what's really obvious, and like you can tell the jump from season 1 to season 2. First, it's obviously that it's a lot more American footage because
Yeah.
we that's when they brought in Lord Zed, right?
Yeah, Lord Zed
The,
is yeah.
that's when they like that was their okay. We're an established hit. Power Rangers is a
Right.
thing now because that was when they were starting to get money, and that's when
Mhm.
all the friction really started. Because I mean, very soon after is when half the cast walked off the show. So
Yeah.
like people noticed this was a hit. The Power Rangers hit. But
Yeah.
one of the things was the neck thing because remember they have like a skinny pad being on the neck, and then on
Mhm.
the in season 2 they had this big like like car crash neck brace type thing that it was like there, and then the third one was they had the neck thing, but it also had the half thing wrapping around the head, so you only saw
Yeah.
the outlining of just the head.
Yeah.
So if they were to take off the helmet, it'd be weird because they're like wearing a
I
half a
don't.
sock on their head.
Yeah, that's something the firemen people do. Actually, they have that
Yeah,
protective. Yeah.
yeah, because they're
Um.
protected from
Yeah.
fire.
But
They're-
what's funny about the very first episode of season 2 of Power Rangers is Rita. When they bring Rita in, you never see her face because it's all American footage, like you said. You don't see her face; you only see the back. There's one shot where you see a little bit of her face, but that very first episode, you don't see anything of her face because it's not the Japanese footage. So it's very
well,
interesting.
yeah, that was like you remember this show Home Improvement with Tim Allen, like the neighbor. They
Yes,
only
I
show
do.
half the
Hmm.
face. They
Yeah.
had to do like the Rita, like we only shoot her from the back of the head.
Mhm.
I remember those scenes because Lord Zed is talking and everything is like the camera's following Rita like right here.
Yeah.
Don't show
And
her
the
face.
outfit
Don't show her face. Don't show her face. It might be
and the
like some
outfit's
stunt dude or
different.
something. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and the outfit's different too. Like the headdress, like Rita's had kind of like the Super 7 look. That's the headdress. But in this one's kind of more straight. It's like, what the heck did they just do here? Like they just
Yeah.
totally changed the whole look. But anyways, let's get into the topic of the day.
Yeah. So let's start with these reviews here.
Uh,
The first one is here. Now you see, this is the April O'Neil, and I wasn't gonna get her, but I've seen her at Ross for literally like a month, and I was like, you know what? All right. Like I saw her just to like, yeah, you know what I mean? Just get it and be done with it. And just by looking at the packaging, bro, if I would have gotten this figure, even at this scale, I'd be so freaking happy for $10. Because
oh
this
yeah,
like the rendering model here is beautiful. Look, you
it
guys can
is. It
see
looks
that.
great.
This looks freaking awesome. This is not what's in the
Yeah.
box. This
No.
isn't in the box either. It's like
No.
one, two, three different versions of April in one box. But let's crack her open and see what she's got in there. I'm already a little worried just because how thin those elbows look. This was the issue I had with Shredder, and Shredder is a little bigger than her, and she's the girl, and she's even smaller. So
Yeah. Well, like I told you before, I don't know if it was on podcast or just on a personal phone call that we do.
yeah,
A lot of people say these are great in-box collecting objects instead of taking them out of the box. People say when you take them out of the box, sooner or later they just fall apart
yeah, for
outside the
like
box. I
in,
don't I
in
don't know, but
for inbox collectors, yeah, you just leave it like that because that's what you're gonna put it on
yeah,
your shelf, like a DVD. Like you just stand up a
yeah.
DVD and you leave it alone. Let's crack this one open here.
I try not to be an in-box collector personally, but sometimes you don't have enough space. So
I couldn't do it. Uh, I I was sort of like a box collector for a little bit, for about a year, but with the Lightning collection, because that
a
was
little bit,
worth.
yeah,
Yeah, because like all of them had like half a portrait. So look, here's Jason, here's Tommy, here's whatever, here's the astronomer. So that looked nice standing on a shelf. You know
yeah.
this little slide here, but once it started taking its gigantic dive, I just started like cutting and cutting and cutting. Eventually, I got rid of everything, and I didn't have the space anymore. It just, you know. So let's see here. It doesn't look. I don't know. Like the weapons look small, but it's to be expected. I wish they would have made her at least a little taller, bro, because she is tiny.
Is
Look
she
how
like a
little she is.
6 inch or is she?
No, this is like
Wow.
4.5, and that's being kind. This is nowhere near. Like,
Yeah.
let's see if I have something here to kind of compare, scaling. This is
What is that from Hasbro?
no. This is
Is that like a
oh
Hasbro
no.
reaction?
Oh no. This is the
Yeah.
This is the 2010 Megazord that came in the variety pack. Man, I love this freaking the
Oh, okay,
helmet.
okay.
The
I
helmet
was like,
that came with the little figures. Yeah, because
uh-huh.
I love this helmet sculpt. This helmet sculpt is a beat, bro. If I would have had a regular size Megazord with this head, oh man, I'd be so happy. But we are where we are with that.
Yep.
So her plastic, she looks and she's kind of designed like a GI Joe. Because look, if you look at the leg inserts, she has those
Oh
type of
yeah.
GI Joe-ish things. The plastic is good though. It's much better than they usually use on the turtles. The plastic feels well. She's got cuts on the thigh, double knees, double knees. Now
Yeah.
look at this double knee right here, bro. Look at what do you call that? Like, jeez, bro. Like
I call that a broken leg. That's what I call that look.
that's a. She got Tanya Harding or something, bro. It's rough times
Like I
for
said,
April.
broken leg, dude.
The plastic does feel good though. Like I said, this is a much better plastic than they usually use on the turtles. These elbows look like they're gonna snap at any moment. They're like, give me a reason, you know. Have you ever been at work and there's a dude that you're like, leave that guy alone? Like, just give me a reason. That this is one of those give me a reason type of things, bro.
Right? Yeah.
The head's all right. Let's see. It's on a ball joint, but it's super tight. Like, look, I can't move her neck. Like I could tell it's supposed to be on a ball thing, but uh, the hair is a different piece than the head,
Oh wow.
so it's like a little plasticky thing. And yeah, it's not terrible. I'm not like pissed that I spent $10 on it. This would be more like if I had to give it like a rating, like out of like a 10 or something. Right now, I'd probably give it like a 5. Like it's a midpoint figure. It's not great. It's not bad. I'll be real with you. If this was like an inch bigger, it jumped 2 more ratings. Like it'd be like a B minus, I guess, if you will, because it's not a bad. It's just way too like the sculpt is. It's too compressed. That's the word I'm looking for. It's too compressed. It should be bigger. If she was this big, this wouldn't be bad because she's so tiny. Like the elbows want to break. The neck doesn't have any give. The sculpt is fine because this is what April's supposed to look like. It's not like it's a bad
Yeah.
sculpt. It's not the sculpt on the box because that's a very voluptuous sculpt. Like hey now, you know, and then the whole knees thing. But I'll tell you this too: like if this was bigger, the knees wouldn't look so terrible because there is sort of like she's supposed to have pockets there anyway, so it wouldn't look as horrible as it does at this small scale. Because at this scale, that's what the figure with this one is a problem. If it was bigger, like I said, it'd be a better figure, much better. It wouldn't feel so because it's not even delicate. Like you see, we've unboxed some loyal subject stuff here.
Oh
and
yeah.
you know they already come with their weapons pre-broken. But like as far as the figure goes, the figure's not bad. It's just loyal subjects. I'm telling you, bro, you guys need to get at me. I'll help you out, bro. We gotta do something. We'll get rid of that sticker and we'll jump up the scale. We release this at a bigger size because I'm a toy maker myself. You've seen some of my stuff. I
Oh
have
yeah.
no problem jumping scale. If you want to do it 4 inches, we'll do it 4 inches. Want to do 6 inches, we'll jump to 6 inches. But this right here is, you know,
Yeah.
let's look at the second head here. She is looking scared.
As she should. She does have that look sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this looks sort of like the head she comes with this like sad face on it.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Just a minute. Let's look at that again. There you go.
Yeah. So she's got this like boo-hoo face, and the other one is a shocked face.
Yeah.
But you look at that packaging. I threw the packaging away, but you look at that packaging, and that packaging, April's saying what's up, and like, she's not saying what's up in the toy. She comes with like two more hands. They're very, very tiny. Like I said, this is almost ridiculously tiny. Because look, if I can't even get my fingernail in there, how am I going to get a weapon in there? Look, I literally can't. I'm going to break it. I'm going to break this peg if I keep pushing force on it. And that's the last thing you want to do with this stuff. So
Yeah.
the hand she has is the hand she has.
So let's do this real fast. This is the box that you're talking about.
Yes, sir. You see
you
that?
you threw it away. Yeah. If I saw an April that looked like this, I would have to say, yeah, I'd probably pick it up. But again, that's not what you have. What you have is something totally different. Again, most companies are really good at this. You got a render that you see to sell people, and when you see it, you're like, yeah, I want that because it looks awesome. And then all of a sudden you get it in hand, you're like, still looks good. It's not what I wanted.
Yeah, she comes with like a mic, a gun, and a camera. You can see there.
Like she should.
Yeah. And a headphone. And that's April. Hold on a sec. Can we pause for a second?
Yeah.
Okay. Next figure here is. Let's see. So the street turtle. Let's talk about these.
Okay.
These are the proper ones. Now here's the funny part. They made 4 versions of these. Each of them. There's 4, 4, 4, and 4. Dude, there's 16 variants. You got some nerve, bro. Because if you get all 4 turtles, if you're that hard of a collector, I'm not that hard of a collector. I saw 4 of these, but
I will say I probably would buy the prototypes. I think the prototype idea is kind of cool. But
overall, I don't know what the prototype. I don't know what it is, so I couldn't tell you.
That's my point. I'd rather have a prototype of something than have 4, 4, 4.
Do you know what the prototype is? Because I honestly have no idea.
I don't know, but you know what I mean. I mean that would be a cool little collectible. I got a prototype of an action figure.
Yeah.
But to just say I want all 4 of them because I'm a heavy collector, I can see that. But again, it's like why? Choose the one you like the best. Pick your poison, as we say.
Yeah. These are nice, but and I'll tell you this too, because this is a reuse of the same body that they did with their first releases, with the highlighter green. You remember those?
Yeah, yes, I do.
This is the exact same body, the exact same thing. They just colored them in a darker, green. They're in an olive green, which is, I guess, supposed to image the TV show because they're using the TV show likenesses of them. And I'll tell you why I got these. So I was at the store the other day and I saw because NECA has the 4-pack of these, right?
Yeah.
And you've seen some of those prices, and I was like, ain't no way. But for $10 and $10, I do like the look, and the difference in sculpt is they put the jacket, the sleeve, the arms are different. The arms are new, but like the legs and the head and everything. But we have to crack them open. But so far, just like first images, they don't look bad. They look much better with this color. They look way better than they did with the neon highlighter green of their original release.
Yeah.
So let's crack one of these open and see what they're working with here.
Yeah, let's do that.
These are the proper ones, by the way. These are he's supposed to have the white shirt, and he has the white shirt. The other one is the proper one. I couldn't find the other two with their proper colors because I don't want to buy 16 versions of these.
Right.
I'm not that big. No, I'll just wait until I find it.
All right, that's the same thing. You know, like I told you, Super 7's doing all these recolorings and everything on their different products.
Oh, we'll get into that today.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm happy with one.
That's coming. That is coming.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's like I'm happy with one Dragon Zord, one Megazord. I don't need 1,300 colors.
Yeah.
Well, I don't need them in full size. I don't need them all in ultimates. Let's put it that way.
Bro, we had a scare yesterday. Because you sent me some pictures and I was ready to go in on it, bro. I was like, I wish we had our show today.
Well, guess what? We're gonna go back over that topic today.
Oh yeah, but
don't worry about it.
Yeah, but Raphael brings his 2 size. He brings a boombox, which is nice. Multiple hands. These little glasses. I'm gonna glue my glasses onto my guy once and for all because I hate to lose the glasses.
You know,
that's supposed to be their look, anyways.
You know, that's the thing. Like even with the Mutant Mayhem Donatello, those glasses, all you gotta do is move them wrong, and it throws them out. Did he just fly out?
Yeah, all I did was tip over the box, and everything came out. There are no bands. There's no nothing. This is a loyal subject. Subject. Being loyal.
Really do?
You just saw it in real time. I just flipped over the box.
I know, but there's never been any tags or anything on them.
April had a tag. April had a tag in between her legs to cut her out, but not the turtle.
You know, sometimes you just need that extra protection. Sorry, guys. That was just bad. That was bad.
Yeah. So, all right, with the turtles here, let's see. So it's the exact same body. The only thing is they added in a jacket. So for cost cutting, that makes sense, and it doesn't look bad. And I think this is fine as a pliable rubber or plastic. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Like I said, the colors look way better. This is how they should have come out, bro. If they're gonna do turtles, they should have started with this. Not give the first bad impression with those highlighter ones that don't seem to sell for nothing. You know, I think they keep making more and just releasing them straight to Ross and Burlington because everywhere I go, they have those, bro. Like,
yeah,
for you too, right? Like everywhere you go, you keep seeing more of these, like multiply or something. Like we're in a Toy Story situation.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, give me one second. So
yeah,
my wife wants to actually come in and say hi to everybody.
Okay, yeah.
Come on.
Hey, how you doing? Welcome to our show.
She's shy, but she wanted to, so.
Yeah, me too. That's why I created multiple shows. I'm doing a podcast. Yeah. I've done music. That's part of the shyness.
Yep. You know.
Well, getting back to the figure here. So, okay, another new thing. They gave them little sneakers. These are cute. Bro, this is they're using a better plastic too. So, bro, I'm telling you it. But then there you go.
That looks
How do you
really.
explain? I'm about to be nice, and then you do this.
I don't understand that cut. You know what? Oh my god. You know what? Okay.
You think it's bad from the side? Look at it from the front.
Okay, I gotta say something, and I'm gonna You know what? I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna regret it. I know I will. I'm probably gonna get flashback on it.
Yeah.
I see Brian Flynn's point.
Bro, I wouldn't have done.
You know what I mean?
I don't know.
You
This
know
is
what I mean?
yeah, the double level things. Like, bro, I was about. They're using better plastic because this feels way better. Like, honestly, if you see these for $10, buddy, you should get it. If you could actually get the regular set, they're a nice little set. There's nothing wrong with them. And I'm telling you that if they can figure out a way to, structure themselves a little better in the market, these are not bad, bro. These are. Oh, but here's. Oh, okay. So here's one of the things. So they removed the shell. They took off the shell, so he's ass out, literally. I'm just showing you what I got in my hand. That's what the toy is.
I know. But honestly, though, again, that's one of those display things you put forward, not backwards. No one's gonna notice there's no shell unless they pick it up and go, "What's going on here?" Yeah.
They did an improvement here too, look, because the old one had a hinge with the foot was doing this weird thing. Here they said, you know what? Forget the hinge. Just put a regular boot, pop it in there, and be done with it. Because nobody flips their foot in that way, anyways. But let's see here. As far as the knees go, that doesn't look terrible. Because I think the color and the rubber that they're using here and the plastic, the PLA or whatever they're using here is much better. So as far as improvements go, they've improved on this. I can't lie on it. This does look better, except for this, the stuff of nightmares. But except for that, it makes sense.
Yeah.
And you can tell that they're missing the bottom of the thing, but since they're wearing their jacket, you kind of can't. Let's see if I can pull off the look then. Oh, if they want to, that's why I'm going to have to glue these on permanently, because that's supposed to be the look that they're going for. That's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
For $10, you guys see them, get them. Let's see here though. That's one of the things I do hate about this company, bro. Their weapons are
weapons are shit. Yeah,
dookie. Real dookie, bro. Let's see if we can hold this boombox.
Well,
it doesn't look terrible, but this is oh man, oh buddy. As far as the hand goes, it's got a swivel, but it's really tight because this is new pieces. Because this is a reused hand, but these are new pieces, so that happens. And that's street RAF, street style, if you will, because that's what they're called here, street style.
Yeah. You know what's funny is I'm reading for some people saying he's throwing the action figures. Oh no, he's throwing them. Because most people that collect stuff are usually like really gentle and nice about it, and just like clink, clink, clink. I mean, they're toys. I get it, but it's still funny. I can see people saying that.
Yeah,
he's throwing them around. Oh my god.
I'm a mirror. I give you what you give me.
Exactly.
I'm not talking good. I'm just literally what you give me. They come with these foil cards, which are pretty cool. Like I used to collect cards when I was a kid. So if you like collecting cards and stuff, this is probably pretty cool too. It's
Yeah.
pretty thick plastic
Very
too.
cool.
Like
I see
it's
that.
not a
Yeah.
plastic, but it's a cardboard. But it's like you see how thick that cardboard is. It's
Yeah.
got a foil to it. So that's not bad. So let's look at Mikey. So here's Mikey. No ties whatsoever, bro.
I'm telling you.
I had to do it. You saw me literally right at the package, and so people would say, "Oh, there was a jump cut. There was no cuts there.
No.
Straight in." Now let's look at Mikey. Yeah, Mikey's the same issues, the same things. The belts look better. I don't know if you can pull up an image of the first releases, but these belts look better.
I will try to edit that in because I
Okay.
don't know where to go to get that.
Okay, no problem. So this is a better plastic. I mean, they can't really sit though. Like that's kind of sitting. It wasn't like a few episodes ago when we were reviewed the remastered Turtles,
Yeah.
the Playmates remastered.
Mhm.
They perfected how the Turtles were sitting because they got the perfect L shape. They
Yes,
got
they do.
these did not.
Yeah, I mean them
these
very well.
These did not. So Mikey comes with the thing that looks like it's dangerous.
It's dangerous.
Yeah.
Love that.
What else can you do? Yeah.
Some people need to stab with their nunchucks. And
I
people
guess
just need to
so.
stab it, they're like, my nunchucks ain't killing them yet. There they go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically everything, since it's a shared body, everything I said for Raph goes with Mikey. Better plastic. The colors are much better. The sneaker thing is good. The colors pop, by the way. The color choices that they did here for the turtle. Look, see them together. These are much better colors, period. Right?
Yeah.
Or is it me,
Yes.
or do you see what I'm saying?
No, I see what you're saying.
They just look better. So these are better. These are improvements. Loyal subjects, you improved. Good job, guys. Girls, whatevers. Yeah. Peoples, human beings. And the robots too, because this is all factory made too.
Don't judge him. Don't judge him. It's just common sense of how people look at companies.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we don't want to go down that road either.
No, that rabbit hole goes deep.
Yeah.
You're gonna go into icebergs in a little bit.
Yeah. The heads, it's exactly the same ones you've had with if you actually bought the other ones, but these look better. These colors are better. The plastic they're using is better. Look, I didn't show this. Look at that arm.
I see it.
Look, forget this bend. Look at this bend.
What happened there?
Look at this bend, bro. Oh, loyal subjects, get at me, bro. I'll help you out, bro.
I'm telling you, that's way too much articulation. I mean, even humans don't have that much articulation.
Look at the jacket for a second. Let me show you something.
Okay.
You see here the hinge where they're supposed to be the elbows or whatever.
Yeah.
The design is good. It's a good idea to make it like flat, but I think it's because it's so round. It goes all the way around. It turns into this, which kills the figure. But yeah, that's Mikey, Street Mikey. Now, this one.
Casey.
What? Yeah, Urban Legends, Casey, the American Nightmare version, if you will. I guess it's supposed to be one of the comic inspired ones, but I don't remember him wearing this particular mask. Like I remember the red shirt and the because Super 7 released a version of this, but yeah, I kind of just wanted the regular one, but since I could only find this one, and this was one of those I've been seeing him at the store for a month, so I figured, whatever,
Why
let's
not?
just do it.
Yeah.
If something's there for a month, I think that's destiny for you. That's the ruler of time and space telling you to buy it.
Right?
Yeah, the box was pretty beat up when I got it. This is pretty faithful though. Like this is pretty close to what the figure looks like. This isn't like a horrible change with the April. The render looks nothing like it. You know?
Yeah.
This isn't bad for what it looks like. So, let's see here, Casey, what he's got. Urban Legends, Casey. So he comes with a duffel bag, a mace bat, 2 hands, a head, the sticker that's always a winner, and here's Casey. Let's get voila. Wow.
I guess all they cared about was April.
Yeah, buddy. This. Oh man, this color choice for the skin tone, it is very 99 cents ish. Whoa. The elbows.
That's disturbing.
I can't double bend it because I'll snap it. Look how tight that is in there. If I try to get the other thing to bend like I did with the turtles, that's gonna break. That is way too tiny, bro. Oh, there you go. That's what it's supposed to. That's what it's supposed to look like there.
Okay.
April can't do the perfect L, and I don't know why, because these are like regular figures. These are not anthropomorphic. These are supposed to be human based. Like Casey can get that much of a bend, so that's not terrible. You know what I would like to see somebody do is use that the remastered Technodrome, the reissued Technodrome is supposed to be tinier, but use Loyal Subjects figures with it because Loyal Subjects figures are kind of that scale. So I think they would probably look better than regular Playmates stuff because Playmates figures are usually wider.
Oh, for sure. But you know what's funny is, aren't you getting the Technodrome?
I'm on the wait list, so yeah,
So there you
I'm
go.
waiting.
You could be the first one to take pictures, and what the heck is that? Anyways, take
That's the
pictures
knees.
and my knees don't do that. Somebody really needs to redesign these characters.
Oh man, this seems like revenge for something like somebody they cut their lunch break from an hour to 45 minutes. They're like, oh yeah, we'll see about that. Look at this. Let's see. Does it have a okay? So it has a waist and ab. It's got a tight bend here, but it's there. It's got a rocker at the chest, so that's not bad. The colors, like I said, the colors are not great on this, especially the skin tone. The skin tone is dollar store-ish. This is like $1.25, $1.40 max. Like you remember those weird names for the bootlegs, like Super Revenge, Cowabunga, Turtles, or something? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what this. You know where you've seen this color? You ever gone to a dollar store and you've seen those wrestlers that are $1.20 or $1 that come like 4 in a pack or something like that?
Yes.
That's what this color is. That's what that is. The mask
Wow.
doesn't look bad. Well, you could look at the mask right there.
Yeah, it does
It
look
doesn't.
bad.
Yeah. I wish they would have given him longer hair, like because if you go back to the drawing, because you could have tooled this a little better, because if it's supposed to be homaging the Mirage thing, the Mirage he had longer hair than just the standard one here. It's on a ball peg, so let's put him in his proper helmet. So let's see here. Yeah, that's what he looks like.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Then you start bending him, and then things happen. Here for scaling purposes, put him with April.
Okay, you keep going. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So that's them. See if I can show you more. That's for scale with Raphael. More scaling, if you will. It isn't bad scaling though. I mean, the turtles are supposed to be smaller than the humans, so not by a lot though, because there's a lot more body here than there is here. These are like super skinny. This is kind of homaging to the 2003, because in the 2003 he had a color palette in like later seasons that was similar to this, so maybe you can kind of finagle that in there.
Yeah, I'm sure I can.
Yeah, the feet hinge is all right, I guess, but like, look, here's where they've got like sort of a gummyish knees too for this figure. It's not as tight as the turtles plastic used. And to finish off the reviews, we have this bad boy, Krang. And this is the variant of Krang, because I couldn't find the other one, the gray one, but I like this one a lot, just because of the color, the metallic-y purple. Yeah, but the metallic-y purple, I like that. That's a nice render too.
It is.
So let's crack him open. Shredder! Why don't we have a Technodrome?
Right?
Technodrome, we'll get it out there.
Exactly.
I bet only me and the owners of Loyal Subjects will buy it, but at least we'll have it.
Right?
Okay, so he comes with a card. It's foiled.
Nice.
Yeah. He doesn't come with anything really, but extra hands and the little the pod thing, the tripod walker looking thing.
But honestly, that's really enough for Krang. For a basic Krang, that's really enough. You don't really need much else.
Yeah, I would have liked if they gave him like his gun or something, or like a retro mutagen thing or a news canister or something. But you're right. If he doesn't need it, he doesn't need it. So that's the Krang that they're using here. I think
that's a nice Ultron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think these are new arms, but I'm not sure, because remember we reviewed the big Krang, the Krang's android body?
Yeah.
This is probably the same. Like, I have it put away somewhere, but this is the same, but the arms are probably different. For these hands that are kind of what have you.
Yeah.
And the little tripod thing.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, don't look bad.
I have a whole collection of 80s turtle stuff. I never had a Krang. Never had a Krang. I had all sorts of different types of turtles. But yeah, that's something else I'm planning on maybe even selling now, since I got more of a higher end turtle starting collection. It's kind of funny though, because like people love the retro turtles.
Oh, look at this thing, bro. Look, this is beautiful. Look, you see,
Oh yeah. Oh, I see
it
it.
it can stand. The Super 7 Ultimate Crane couldn't do this.
Really?
Yeah, no, that was why it wouldn't sell, because the people that got it reviewed it and said it's garbage, and then the people that bought it realized it was garbage. And it isn't even garbage. It was just badly engineered for the weight, because you have to
Yeah.
think there's going to be a crane inside, and if you can't stand,
The main
because
unit.
yeah, if you can't stand the unit without anything on it, just putting more weight is not going to help. You're just going to
No.
make it tip over even more. This is very, very nice. The walker, the bubble walker, is very nice. I like the design. I like the cuts. I like the legs. This design doesn't have any arms though. Like you remember the Playmates one had the two arms here that would
Mhm.
reach out or something.
Yeah.
This doesn't. So let's try and put him in there. You got to take off his arms to pop him in there.
Was there a place for his arms on the machine?
Yeah, it's these two little holes here.
Yeah.
So here. Oh man.
Is it gonna be a pain?
No, no. They didn't properly end peg this. Look, go back. If you can blow me up. You see how
Uh
there should be a thicker part here so it'll hold in.
yeah.
There really isn't. Like it looks very like there's not even a line ridge to cut to where it's supposed to peg in.
Yeah.
But that sucks. I was liking this figure so much too.
Well, just a little super glue at the end will fix that.
Yeah, but then I can't move the arms.
No.
That's
You put a little
terrible for
grab.
yeah.
No. What you do is you put a little super glue on it and let it dry. It's gonna get really hard
Okay.
like plastic, and then you
Hmm.
can form it into it'll come in and out. It's an old fashioned trick. Yeah, see, that's not good.
That's out of box. That's not
Yeah,
years of nothing. Look, this is it. I didn't even look. That's
yeah, that's not good. What
bad.
about the other arms?
Maybe this will fit better because these are much fatter.
Yeah, maybe those belong
These
there.
are different pegs. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, these are tighter fit.
so maybe one goes for Krang himself and one goes for the machine. It's
Yeah,
kind of
maybe.
weird.
Yeah, it is weird because if you engineered the hole for the body, why wouldn't you just engineer the same hole for the walker? If like all you're doing is in modeling, if you already did this right, why do you need to do this wrong? Why don't you just move this thing right, just copy it to right, so you have two right pieces instead of having the good one and a bad one.
Exactly.
Um. Okay, so let's see here. Gotta wedge it in there.
Yeah, I could hear it crack, crack, crack. I
Yeah,
love
yeah,
it.
because it fits a lot snugger. So this is good. The problem with this, look, you can't move the arms.
Yeah,
It's secure, but you just can't move them.
yeah.
So you can't use these, and these won't move. This is Krang,
Yeah, it's simple, right? Something so
dude.
simple.
Look, let's give it another test. Let's give it another test. Here. Let's see if we can do it.
Well, that's cool.
So it's
That's good.
balanced. It's engineered properly. So there you go. That's good.
I guess it's kind of like choosing your own poison. Do you want him in the machine or outside the machine?
Look, this is badass. This is really good. Look, I'm shaking it. You can hear Krang popping in there, but the arms aren't falling off of this one. But they just
Yeah,
won't move. Oh man, loyal subjects. 2 steps
Hey,
forward, two
I
steps
guess
back.
just 2 steps forward and 2 steps. No.
The Paula
Yeah.
Abdul.
The opposite attract. Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
no, I don't. I don't know about that because I'm the ruler of time and space. I would space me out, time me out if I know about Paula Abdul. I
Right.
only I only know her from her TV commercials. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
we're done with the
Sure.
reviews part. We're done with the reviews
Yeah.
part. So what did you
Well,
think?
let's hop in. I think overall Krang is probably one of my favorite characters,
Hmm.
but unfortunately, like you said, the arm situation is kind of weird in my opinion. Now, would be
Yeah,
cool if they could take that Krang and make this an android body accessory. With a little more articulation or something, you could just throw him in there, so you would have all three. But
that Android crane that they made was really good, except for
the arms, I
yeah.
know.
Yeah. So you ready for some news, buddy? Ready
Well, which
to
one do you want to do first? Because I actually pulled up the Super 7 post that I showed you earlier.
um
I did pull that up for the hell of it.
oh, the one from yesterday, the thing that you sent me yesterday?
Not the thing I sent you yesterday, but the one that came out today about the yesterday report.
Okay, well, yeah, if you want, jump into that one because that's literally like the second one that I was going to talk about. So just jump into that one. That's fine. Go ahead.
Okay, so basically yesterday on X Twitter, they posted this comic book, the old comic book style turtles, and it didn't say it was ultimate. They didn't say it was a reaction, but then this came out today, and it is literally just that it is the reaction figures again repainted. Um, I
Yep.
think it's a cool idea because of the reaction. If they were ultimates, I don't know how I would feel about that. But again, what do you think of it?
It's the repaints. I had to look up. I looked on it on my phone, and then I was like, you know what? Let me get a better look at it. So I looked at it on my iPad, and I was like, yeah, there's nothing new there. It's everything you have. You already have it, probably like 3 times. You probably a
That's
glow in the dark version, probably the cartoon colors, and now this version, Mirage.
well, like I said before, this is part of the Super 7 gimmick. Is let's repaint everything as many times as I can. And I understand, budget costs low that way. It's just painting and not having to retool. But again, like I said, I wouldn't want to pay $55 for every Megazord that came out, or every Dragonzord, or everything that has multiple colors,
Yeah,
because it's like I don't care. But with the reaction figure, you're paying $25 for one of these, maybe even 20. Give it a month, maybe 15 even. So it's not a big deal to me to get different colors of different figures through reaction. But if you're doing the full
yeah.
ultimates, that's just like why. But for someone that
The-
doesn't have these and you're trying to start a collection for retro comic book style, I
yeah.
guess it would work out okay. I could say there's other companies that do it better, but for the price point, it's not too bad.
I will say this: if they had actually sculpted a helmet for Shredder, like a new Shredder head that actually looks like the Mirage one, all right. Because okay, Shredder's got knee pads, he's got no gloves or whatever. He's got no, what do you call it? No shoulder thing. Fine, it's pretty close. It's fine. If you at least give me a new head, I'd be okay. Fine.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing for April. That April is the same repaint from the yellow April that did not go over so well. If you at least give me a new head, I'll be happy. I'll shut up. I'll eventually get it, or just because you like turtles so much. But I don't
I know the feeling.
know.
I told
That's all
you.
I can say about that.
I told you I try to stay away from turtles, and then Playmates pulled me in with these original sketch and the remastered, and now I'm just screwed.
Yeah,
It's- I just got to stick
bro,
to Playmates and not move on to other companies.
bro. When you sent me that thing yesterday, we talked about it like at the beginning of the episode. Bro, I was ready to like give it to him, bro. Like I was like, they'll never be things will never be the same if these were gonna be ultimates. But as soon as their reaction,
Well,
I'm like, all right.
Yeah, the ultimate thing was just kind of funny because they don't. That's one thing about Super 7. They never really even have hints on what they are. They ultimates, are they reaction, are they deluxe, are they whatever, deluxe plus. But yeah,
when you sent me that, you know what I was afraid that it was going to be Ultimates too, because where are we going with Ultimates? Since you've made the hard split of we're going to 2003, and I'm not going to go down this whole rabbit hole. I'm just like putting the question out there to everyone. If you want to leave your comments or whatever, and you can answer this too, buddy. But like, where are we going with the Turtles line? Like, really, like, what are we doing here? Are we going to finish the Playmates? Or are we not going to finish the Playmates? I even texted you yesterday because when you sent me that picture, I was like, okay, so we're not getting Rock and Roll Rap, so we're not even going to finish that team.
yeah,
Like real another team you leave me holding the bag with. Like nobody wants three of the four turtles. You want your four turtles. Bro. What are you
no,
doing?
I will say I'm a kind of a interesting YouTuber watcher. I do watch a lot of the interviews with Brian Flynn, and the last one I watched was actually yesterday, and he was talking about how depending on what's going on in the company will depend on what they make. So they could be making Silverhawks out of back metal, and if they sell well enough, they'll make another character out of back metal. Or if you're having Ninja Turtles and a lot of people are buying the Rock and Roll Ninja Turtles, they'll do that next. So when they saw, in my opinion, when they saw the 2003 boom, like I was expecting it to do because it's 2003 and a lot of people love that, they moved on to another 2003 line instead of going, well, we could finish these ones out first. No, it's just like the Lord Draken that from Power Rangers is gonna boom, and what they're gonna do, they're gonna probably do the Dragons or not Dragon Slayer, the Ranger Slayer next or something, because the Boom comic one boomed, and then now we're gonna do this one to hopefully that booms, and we're just gonna be screwed on MMPR for the rest of those characters, because another set boomed. And Super 7, I understand it follows trends and wants to follow the trends as good as possible, but as a collector, a completionist collector of some sort, like you want all four turtles of the Rock and Rolls. I understand that. I want the rest of the Moon palettes. You understand that concept. The next guy wants more Voltron characters and not just Voltron. More.
But my thing is, it's the basics. It's an okay. Sorry to interrupt you. No, but it's the basics of basic because it's a Ninja Turtle line, and you won't give me the Ninja Turtles. Yeah, that's pretty basic, bro. Like I understand your thing with the Moon Palace, and obviously, if the Lightning Collection would have continued or whatever, or who knows what Playmates is doing in a few months, but I get your gripe, but at least you got the core Rangers and a Putty, Rita, Goldar. You got a good amount of the characters. They should do a 2-pack with Squad and Babu to at least get you out of the main people. But
well, let me do one for your turtle.
But out of the four turtles, like, what do you think? Three turtles.
Let's put this in Ninja Turtles reaction figure. Let's say the reaction figures had all the characters, right? All of them that you're looking for in Ultimates, but you don't have them. They decided you can have them in reaction, but you can't have them in Ultimates. And that's pretty much what they did with the Power Rangers. They have Squat, Baboom, Alpha 5, Scorpina. They have them all. White Tiger Zord in battle mode in reactions. But they can't finish it up in Ultimates. There's no reason for it. If you can do them in reaction, you can do it in Ultimate. There's nothing holding you back. So there was a licensing thing for, let's say, oh, you can't make that Casey Jones, but you can make it in a small reaction figure. That wouldn't be right. Oh, you can make a Turtle Van. Now, this is way off subject. A Turtle Van has a Hot Wheels size, but you can't make the actual Turtle Van.
Okay.
It doesn't make any sense.
Okay, valid point. But I go back to the point that I've repeated a couple of times already on this show. Super 7 doesn't have any competition right now.
No.
As far as Power Rangers. For Ninja Turtles, yeah, they have to split the pie like in a million ways because everybody and their mother's making turtles these days. But like they have the clear road for Power Rangers. There's really nobody else doing what Power Rangers. They're gonna catch some competition now with Playmates, but that's their own fault for like letting this time slide. Why wouldn't you capitalize on? You know what I mean? You have the you have the whole road in front of you, and you don't want to take it, and then somebody else. To be fair too, maybe they're just not selling. Could be that. I've talked about that too. The ugly stomach crunch. Maybe it's too much for people. Maybe that ugly stomach
Well,
crunch is
I don't know about that for
because the
sure.
main dudes
Because
have it. Because it's
yeah,
the main dudes have it. Like you really want a Red Ranger with a square in his stomach? Like, oh, I want a Black Ranger with a square in the stomach. And like, no.
well, we'll see what Playmates does because I am going to be buying the Playmates one, even if it's just reviews and say, "Here, have them kids. I have my expensive ones." We'll see what they come up with because those are going to be pretty affordable no matter what. Playmates doesn't do anything that's too unaffordable. I guess you could say. I don't think I ever seen a Ninja Turtle past $15 yet. So, I'm not assuming Power Rangers Playmates are going to be that much difference.
Yeah. On
Yeah.
a little side thing. Do you think Playmates starts doing weapons like role play?
Oh, I
Besides
can.
the morpher, because they're making a morpher, but besides the morpher, you think they're gonna try to do the axe and the bow and the whole
Oh
thing?
hell yeah! Oh hell yeah! Look at the Ninja Turtles. They do the mask. They do the swords. They do the katana.
Yeah, but they
They
do
do
it
everything.
the cheap like $25 stuff that cost them $5 to make. Then they sell it at Target or wherever. But I mean,
Well,
like
of course.
actually doing role play
Oh
like
no,
adult collector like
no,
what
no.
Liney Collection did this. Because that'd be something if they try to like do the other
They would.
I don't think they would, but
No.
I don't know.
I I think they would have to remarket it as a collector line, off collector line, as would be more expensive than what they're doing right now.
Yeah,
But I can see them going back to like the Bandai years where they had the smaller weapons for the kids. The really small dragon dagger that was like maybe what 4 inches long. I think I don't know. I never had one. I wanted one, but never had a. I did see the Saber sword when I was a kid. My friend had one, and it was pretty good size. He was gonna give it. It was funny. He's like, "I'll give this to you if you give me your Ninja Turtle collection video games." I'm like, "You ain't taking my video games, dude. You can keep your Saber sword." Yeah,
bro.
that
It'd be
tells you how much.
fun.
That tells you
Yeah,
how much of a Turtle fan I am. It's like you can keep the Saba. I'm gonna keep my video games of Turtles. Okay, you're not touching those.
now that you bring up the Saba thing, it'd be kind of cool to like rewrite just season 2 of Power Rangers. Like we're
Oh yeah.
talking a little bit about season 1 and season 2. I'd love to rewrite season 2 of Power Rangers, bro. Like even if you don't like my ideas, or you don't like this, or you don't like that, fine. But at least let me take a crack at season 2. Like let me do the Lord Zed invasion. Let me bring in the Thunder Swords. I could do, bro. I'm a series creator my damn self. Bro.
You
You know
know they should
one
have
of the
done the
first
Die
things
Rangers.
I wouldn't have even done the Die Rangers, but I would have used a lot of what they have, but just like added to it. Like you were talking about the Saba sword, right? The Saba
Yeah,
sword is connected to the White Tiger. So, ideally, why don't the other Rangers have talking weapons too? Why isn't there a little red talking dragon? Why isn't there a little unicorn? A little, griffin, the firebird, the lion? Why don't you have
yeah.
like weapons based about this? And I just thought of this, and I think it would be like badass as hell. I just thought of designing this, making a Thunder Zord inspired lion, black lion shield, making a weapon that's a shield, but with the theme of the black lion. I don't know why it just came to me, but black lion and a shield, that'd be a cool ass design to do, and I can do it too.
Yeah.
There I go, being
Well,
modest, but I
here's
just.
what I
But
here's what I
Ryan, like,
saw.
if these powers are based on talking weapons that are connected to them and whatever, like Saba says, bring on the White Tiger. Ideally, why don't the other 5 Rangers have talking weapons?
It's because
It's more stuff to sell us, anyways.
yeah,
Oh man, what are you gonna? You're gonna sell them more. that's that's never been an issue for any company in the world except Super 7, because then they cry about we don't want to release too many figures at once. Yeah, right,
I
but
will
me neither.
yeah, I will say when they do the morpher,
Oh man, Super Saiyan's funny, bro.
I will say when they do the morpher, I hope it goes back to the Bandai size for the kids version at least, because that's the one of the dude. I went on eBay the other day. I'm gonna go on a rant. I went on eBay the other day just to buy a 1993 morpher. You know how much those things are selling? Those
What,
things are
100?
selling for over 100. Some people have them up to like $300-$400 in bidding mode, where the people are bidding on it. I'm just like, those things are old. I can understand like the Master Morph. I can understand some of the newer day Hasbro stuff because they just went off the market, you know. But these
Yeah.
old ones, and then I found a listing, and I actually helped the guy with it. He goes, "I found a rare gold morpher that had these coins with it." I looked at it, going, "That's not rare." I typed in and said, "That's been customized." You can tell by the plate on the back, because what the plate was when they showed it, you saw the gold paint, but then you saw the gray line around the border of it. I'm like, that's not rare. That's just been customized. He goes, really? I said, yeah, I customized one too. It looks exactly like that on the back end. You can tell.
Yeah.
And the stickers
But
were just the newer day stickers from like BD15. I was like, yeah, that's customized, dude. That's not rare. He goes, oh, how much would you sell it for? I said, don't ask me that question. You don't ask me that, because like, to me, those things, the customized ones, okay, maybe 100, 150 because you took time to do it, or whoever did. But the non-customized ones with the stickers being peeled off, $50. That's what I would do. $50 for one of those. You know, if you take your time to customize it, remake it look nice, okay, fine, 100 plus. But ones with the stickers falling off, $100? No, because you're gonna take time to fix it up, and that's just me ranting. I can go on for that. You know, because I mean, you could do it for that. You could do it for the Hasbro ones. I mean, but
yeah.
yeah, like I said, when
No,
Playmates come
no.
along, I hope Playmates makes a Bandai size, and then one that's more of a higher end collectible size like Hasbro's. Because I would love to have both, so I can make one into the Sentai version, and then have one that's just whatever.
Okay. No, but that's good. That kind of fills our quota because we haven't had any automotive talk in a minute. So I know
Oh, you
that's
want to
what the
begin?
people want. We could always have automotive talk. That's the bread and butter of this
Yeah.
show. As the meat and potatoes. Do you actually have any automotive talk?
Not this time. This time it's been very
Everything's good.
awesome. Everything's good.
I actually have automotive talk, and this is the silliest, dumbest thing, but I don't know. So I got a Sun Pass because I'm gonna be doing some traveling coming up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna be coming up and down the coastline and and so forth. So I need to be able to pass the tolls and whatever. So I got the Sun Pass, and then I try to do the the payment connected to my credit card over the phone. That didn't work out. I tried to use the computer. That didn't work out. I tried to use it on my iPad. I downloaded the app to try to connect it that way. That didn't work either. You know where it worked? Amscot. I went to Amscot. I gave them the receiver. I gave them the money, and then they put it in 2 minutes. Something that I had been like bullshitting with for over a month because I've had the Sun Pass there in my desk for like a month, and I was like, "You freaking
Wow.
idiot!" And you want to know the cute? Here's the cute part, bro. Here's the like adorable part. You know how much they charged me? $1.47.
Oh no, not
I,
$1.47.
I could have saved myself a month of bullshit. $1.47. Oh my god, bro! I felt like I the lady looked at me. She grabbed the thing. She scanned it. She did like 2 clicks on the computer. Then she said, "Okay, you're good to go." And I was like, "Already? I've been killing myself." It's like that's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Oh man, I felt like such a dumbass, bro. I'm sorry to curse, but felt
No,
like
it's
such an
understandable.
idiot, bro. Like, oh, speaking of dumbass, Have you watched the reboot the reboot of that 70s show on Netflix, that 90s show?
Oh no, I forgot all about that. I have Netflix too. Oh,
Buddy,
I gotta watch it.
the first season's all right. But bad news. The show's canceled. Didn't make it. I
That's
guess they
okay.
ran out of money. They blew their budget out in the first season because they had Ashton Kutcher, they had a Topher Grace, they had basically most of the cast except Buddy that we can't talk about on screen, but except for him,
Yeah.
they had everybody else came back. So maybe they blew their budget out. And here is a perfect example because I saw them talking about the ratings, right? 'Cause ratings and hits and whatever. Their series premiere, right, for
Mhm.
that 90s show was uh, about like 41 million people watched it, right? 41
Yeah.
for the premiere for the first week, whatever the Nielsen measuring time. Yeah. Season 2, you know how much it got? 1.5. So
Okay.
you went from season 1, 41 million views, to season 2, 1.5. What happened? I haven't seen because Netflix splits the show up into like pieces. Like, oh, this is season
Oh
1,
yeah.
part A. This is part B. This is part C. Oh, this is part 3. But it's all one season, anyways. So I don't know what happened, bro. Like I heard little rumblings that nobody came back for season 2, and they blew their budget, so they had to do other stuff to try to keep the show going. Like they bring in Jay and Silent Bob for an episode, and
I heard about that. Yeah.
yeah, but that's pretty tragic, bro. Like to lose like 39 plus million viewers.
Yeah. I
That's
mean,
pretty bad.
well, I don't know if you remember, but there was during the time that the 70s show was on, they also did that 80s show. You remember
Yeah,
that at all? It was like a
I
blimp on the TV. It
I,
was like and done.
I remember
It was
all of it, but
horrible.
I never saw it. It had the guy with from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, right?
Mhm. Yeah, it was
Like
like I think it had like five to 10 episodes, and that was it. It was done, and it wasn't that great. I remember watching it, going, "Oh, this is gonna be just as funny as the 70s show," and go, "Oh, no, it's not. It's just not that funny." They
yeah,
tried to make it, and it just didn't happen. They could have made it really funny, but they didn't.
yeah. The I think with that 90s show with the Netflix thing, they had everybody like they had new kids doing the same thing that the old kids did. So it's like
Yeah.
it felt repetitive to people. Like the daughter of Eric and Donna is pretty much Eric Foreman. It's pretty much just
Mhm.
Eric. There's not a lot of Laura Pepper in there. I think that's how you say his
See,
name, but
I can
like
understand this
like
concept.
the dude that's Fez is now the Asian kid that's you know and what I did like is they did have some variety in the show too, the 90s show, because they had like uh this big dude playing like one of the love interests to the girl. It's well, you got to be careful the way you explain things these days, but I think
Yeah.
they did a pretty good job with like casting. It's just like the writing itself, the roles. Like, okay, this one's supposed to be Eric. This one's supposed to be Fez. This one's supposed to be Donna. Like that.
Mhm.
It's very much check, 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 check. You're not improving on anything.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing. They had a formula for the 70s show, and it worked. It worked great. So what are they doing? They're trying to remake that 70s show with a different title, with the same, somewhat the same actors.
Yeah,
And then they're like, well, that formula worked back then. Why is it not working now? Well, because people are different now. And the people that watch that 70s show is going to watch that 90s show and go, why am I watching the same show again? There's no point.
yeah, with just new
Just
actors, but it's exactly the
a new
same
actor.
show.
And I still have the grandpa and grandma that was the mom and dad. It's just like, okay.
Yeah, they're the
I
rulers
get
of
it.
time and space because they look the
Yeah,
same.
yeah, yeah.
See? More
That
rulings.
it's amazing how the RoboCop bad guy still looks like the exact same character. Anyways,
Yeah, some people like freeze in time. Like Morgan Freeman's always looked like Morgan Freeman. Liam Neeson's always looked like Liam Neeson.
Tom
People like that.
Cruise. Yeah.
Yeah, Tom Cruise held on for a really long time, bro. Impressively. But
Yeah.
yeah, let's do a little bit more news here. So the next news item: Power Rangers, the Heritage auctions.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, bro! Over 600 items from Mighty Morphin to Cosmic Fury.
Man,
They
I'll tell
are
you what.
liquidating. That is
Oh,
happening right now. I
speaking of
send you a
which,
link to that. That
yeah,
is
yeah.
some
Speaking of
heavy
which, I don't
stuff.
know how much you've read about this on different social medias or not, but people are giving the Green Ranger outfit and the Dragon Digger so much shit right now. They're like, that's not the real thing. That's somebody's secondhand costume. That Dragon Digger's fake. They never used that in the TV show. I'm looking at it going, no, that's the exact same Dragon Digger I have in my case. Yeah, that one's a
Yeah,
little more deteriorated because of ages, but they're not. The thing that people are thinking is, yeah, that might not be JDF's actual Dragon Digger. It might be a secondhand one they had on set. That Green
yeah,
Ranger outfit might be a second one from set. It doesn't have to be JDF's exact one, but it might
yeah,
be one they had. Like because you see the Pink Ranger suit, Pink Ranger. So they have the one that the actor wear, and then they have the one that the stuntman wear.
Mhm.
So you got those two different suits. You got the different helmets from the Zords, the Sepultura, animatronic stuff.
yeah,
All this had multiple things. You got ones that came from Japan over here. You got ones that was over here from Japan, and they remade them to their own image so they could use them when they wanted to.
yeah.
Um,
You're
yeah,
right.
you're not gonna have. Oh well, this was Kimberly's, Amy Jo Johnson's suit signed by Amy. No, it's not going to be signed. It's not going to be proven that it was her suit. It's just an act. The Saban, Hasbro,
Could have
whoever
been the
owns
stunt.
it.
Could have been the stunt actor.
Yeah,
Remember, this stunt actors. We did stunts here too. It's not
it's
like
like it's like you
because
buy the
once
white.
they morphed, it wasn't actually the actor in the suit, bro. It's for
No,
the
I
cut
mean,
scenes that you put him in there. But
yeah, it's like you got the White Ranger suit from the TV show, and you had the one from the movie listed up there too. You got like 2, 3 different helmets of the White Ranger up there. I mean, it's crazy. You got like Jungle Fury, you got Turbo, you got in space stuff up there. I mean, you name it. Yeah, and yes, MMPR is going to sell fast. It's going to be heavy hitter because that's mainline most people want. Would I love to have the battle axe? Heck yeah, I would love to have one of those. Just to say I had it. But yeah, those things are going to be selling for thousands of dollars. And I
buddy,
don't have that kind of money.
they have some beautiful stuff there. Like
They
even
do.
I messaged you like
Oh
somebody
yeah.
with some scratch could like open up a Power Rangers museum, bro.
And I totally agree with you on that. They really should. I think that's what they
Because
should have done.
those are the one for one props. A lot of them were very well kept. Like I saw people try. I know what you're talking about, the Green Ranger thing, but I saw people trashing the Goldar helmet, like the Goldar sculpt, because it was like a pliable foam to make Goldar. Oh, you Rangers, bro! That thing is like 33 years old and it's still holding up. The only thing is you have to fix up the chin.
I know. I saw it. I
A,
saw it.
a good dude that can a little bit of epoxy and some paint. There's some dry brushing dudes out there that are girls and people that are very talented. Some makeup artists can probably fix that. Like that's not an
Cosplay.
impossible,
That's just
bro. Most
cosplay.
of yeah, bro. You saw. I was surprised how well it was still holding up the Goldar thing because the Goldar thing has so many different things. Because the Goldar thing is okay with Rangers, and we talked about this a little with Mark Richardson. It's a big difference between a Power Ranger helmet and a monster helmet.
Yes.
Power Ranger helmet is usually like a motorcycle helmet, one size, and yeah, color a day. When you making a monster helmet, you have to make a Goldar. Goldar's got these moving eyes. The Rangers don't have any moving eyes. What do the Rangers do? That's it.
Exactly.
Because they're all ideally in the helmet. But you have to make animatronics to make Goldar's eyes move. You have to make the eyebrows. You have to make the snarling nose. The Lorena. You have to do that stuff. You have to make the pointy teeth. Yeah, the whole job. Plus, he's wearing this giant gold helmet on top of that, and he's got like dreads because Goldar's got these big black dreads, these two big, with like points to them at the bottom, and that's just talking about the head. That's not the whole costume. Yeah. That's a lot of work, bro.
It is, and again, you got all sorts of things at an auction that people would love to have, and unfortunately,
yeah, bro.
The museum thing is let me go back to the museum. Yeah. There's a company that's just opening a museum right now, and I would never expect it to actually ever happen. Nintendo's opening the Nintendo Museum in Tokyo. I think it's Tokyo.
But I can see it in Tokyo. It'd be shocking if they did it here.
Well, yeah, if it was here, it'd be really shocking. I think it's Tokyo. Maybe it is in Kyoto where Nintendo's at. But anyways, they're having everything from the very first toy they ever made with the playing cards, the hand that they have, all the way up to the newest day system. And there's like a wall of video games where you can see every video game they ever made, not licensed by them, but the Nintendo games themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just thinking to myself, when you said the Power Ranger thing, I thought about it. I was like, why has anybody not do this? I mean, Hasbro could have made a museum, the Museum of Power Rangers. Or Saban could be like, you know what, I'm going to buy all that stuff back and make a museum in California of the Power Rangers, or an exhibit at least for like 2-3 years or something, you know?
Bro, you can make a traveling exhibit. People do traveling exhibits for everything. Oh, here's a Rembrandt. Oh, now it's going to be in London. Now it's going to be in France. And that's like 1 or 2 pieces. This is the whole basic library. I saw this. I don't know if I said this a minute ago. There's over 600 costume pieces, bro. You got Rangers up the... Sorry, I'm not going to curse, but you got Rangers up the yin yang, bro. You got Rangers, costumes, I messaged you this. I saw the helmet for the Thunder Megazord. I was like, dude, if I had space, I'd have a Megazord helmet collection, bro. I would love to have. Oh
yeah, well that helmet.
I love that, bro. Oh man,
that helmet.
If I had the space for it.
That helmet.
No, but just like, but the layout, you know, I have a Megazord helmet collection.
Well, I was talking about earlier was I was watching this behind the scenes footage from the guy recording and explaining what was going on.
Yeah,
I saw that guy take off that helmet. That he was wearing the helmet itself, and it's like not that big. I mean, literally, it says pop, pop. It's like a samurai's real helmet. It's literally pop, pop, that big. And the guy's head's tiny. I mean, so you think about it, the guy's head's tiny. That helmet can't be that big. And the guy's on like kind of like little stilts where the boots would be at. And it's like, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
You know, but I understand. I would love to have helmets like that wouldn't cost an arm and a leg. That's the real actual helmets. You know, I would love to have the real props of the Power Rangers, but again, I'm not that wealthy.
It's insane that Hasbro's like letting this happen, bro. This is a fire sale, and I'm not even trying to make a big deal about it, but it is a big deal. Like you're liquidating everything, bro. You're selling the Thunder Megazord. That's season 2. That's pretty. Okay. You really don't give a shit. You're selling Goldar's helmet, the Green Ranger, one of the versions of the Green Ranger. But hold on, before you go into it, let me clear one thing up, and then you can go on. That thing you were talking about, the Green Ranger thing, people should. Everybody calm down and remember this very simple thing. The Green Ranger costume's been remade at least 10 times during the 30 years. Yeah. Maybe it was the Green Ranger costume that was used in when they Once and Always. They did it in the Green Candle episode, the Return of a Friend, and the Mighty Morphin. Remember, we had it here again. We had another version of the Green Ranger costume when they did it with Fighting Spirit when Tommy was dying in the coma, and you remember that whole thing? That was a new costume, and they're like, we had it in Super Mega Force. That was a different costume because that was a completely different shield than that one. I think the one that they're selling is probably a composite costume. Like, oh, this is the body from the Once and Always costume. Here's the shield from the. They brought it in too. What was the Ninja Steel episode where they brought in the Tommy and he changed into all of his forms?
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about? That's another time that was another time they had to recreate the costume. They've recreated that costume a lot of times. It isn't like the Goldar. The Goldar thing is we did it for 3 seasons and you saw him twice more in space, and that was it. Green Ranger has been done a few times, so let's just curb your
Exactly.
enthusiasm. And then I'm sorry, go ahead. I just wanted to clear that up because people
No. I
start
totally
jumping on
understand.
that.
No, what I was gonna say, what's really sad about this auction is Playmates just got the rights to the Power Rangers, and I know people are gonna be like, "Well, they're toys." Well, a lot of toys like Hasbro's been doing has been from photos, actual high end photos. And then when they started owning this stuff, they can actually look at the actual detail of the stuff and make them look really nice. The toys, because they can shrink down the models and the computers. Playmates ain't gonna have that option. Playmates ain't gonna be able to see these products up close and personal. Playmates is just gonna have to take the renders from Hasbro or Bandai and redo those and hope to God they get a more accurate than whatever the situation is. I mean, if you look at Super Sevens, they got it pretty close, but I can pinpoint a few things wrong with the details of the weapons, you know.
Yeah,
But again, when you sell stuff off that you can actually have renders of, like the video you sent me, the guy says you better get on that website and start downloading the photos because it's the only time you're going to see them in high definition. You're not going to see these things any high definition ever again when these go off. And people that do like 3D printed, they would love to have those so they can just import them into their whatever program it is, and then they could do it themselves and see all the paint job they would have to do and make a 1-for-1, And again, even 3D printed stuff online to buy, some of those things are expensive too. A few $100 or more.
yeah. You know what, bro? A good costume designer can really like shine this stuff up.
Oh
Like
yeah.
you can really do, and I don't think it's impossible too. Because since you were talking about the whole Nintendo thing, about Nintendo's opening a museum, and they've had Nintendo stores forever since I was a kid. I mean, since we were kids, But what I think it is possible for Power Rangers to at least be like a touring brand, because what's real popular right now is like these concerts where they put like music of anime, but it's being played by live musicians. Like,
Oh, I know what
oh,
you're talking about.
yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Like, oh, we're gonna hear the recordings of Naruto or something, or like all of the music of Naruto. Oh, the Avatar theme track is being played by the Philharmonica of whatever. That's actually happening with other brands, and other people are doing it. And people are going to tours to, oh, let me hear the Nintendo theme song in live action. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. Well, we just had Sonic the Hedgehog come through Seattle.
That's actually moving. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's actually a thing. But yeah, buddy, it's been a rocking, rolling show. You got anything else before we say adieu, if you will?
Yeah. Calabunga, dude.
There you go. There you go, buddy. Yeah, so we will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching our show, and peace out. Bye.
Peace. Bye.